Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to talk about President Joe Biden and President Putin birth charts and the result of Ukrainian war. Before I begin the topic, I just want to mention that I give free consultations. If you're interested, you can find the information in the description box, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also hit the bell icon so every time I post a new video, you can get the notification in your inbox. All right, let's get to the topic. So I did not have President Joe Biden and President Putin actual birth timing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Moon as their Lagna. Okay. So here we have President Putin birth chart. The first thing you're gonna see in the birth chart, Sun and Saturn combination. Okay. If you just Google Sun and Saturn combination, you would see like 200, 300 search results with a lot of negativity. I see this combination as a opportunity, especially if you want to work for the government. Okay, old school astrologers, they call this like Pitrudosh. Okay, and they say, like this. I mean, there is a lot of negativity about it. But if you just search right now, all the political leaders in the world, just search them, like their birth charts, and you would see the same exact combination. This is like President Putin birth chart. He has this combination. President Joe Biden has this combination. Prime Minister actually, Boris Johnson. Prime Minister Imran Khan has this combination. Prime Minister Modi has this combination. I think President Xi Jinping, he has this combination as well, Sun and Saturn. So what is Saturn? Saturn represents government. Okay, Sun also represents government. So when they are sitting together, means once in your lifetime you're gonna be appointed as government employee. So especially if you wanna become like government employee and you have this combination, I mean, there are like high possibility that you're gonna get the job, or you're gonna become like CIS or CSS or IPS officer, IAS officer. Sun and Saturn, it doesn't mean you're gonna become like an average government employee. I'm talking about you're gonna become like a head of the department that you're working with. Okay, because Sun represents king, so you're gonna become a king of that department. So very good combination. So don't worry about this combination. If you see this, just worry about your bone health, because this combination give like arthritis, joint related issues. Okay, so that's it about this combination. But let's just see. So Jupiter in 12th house from the moon, he became a spy. I mean, not spy, but KG spy. Yeah, he became spy first and then the organization member in Jupiter period. Jupiter in Aries. Aries is all about, what is Aries? Aries Lord is Mars. Mars is all about a young soldier, action oriented. He wants to take actions. So anytime you see like any planet sitting in Aries Nakshatra or Aries, zodiac sign, during the period of that planet, you're gonna do something action oriented. That's for sure. 150% sure. Action oriented. Good or bad, that's the different thing. Okay, but you're gonna do something action oriented. And then you can see Rahu in the 9th house from the moon and Ketu in the 3rd house. If you see all the prime ministers and presidents, they communicate with like other world. Even Xi Jinping, he like communicate with the other parts of the world as well. But only President Putin has this thing, he doesn't want to communicate. And when he communicate, it is like very cutthroat, very straightforward, like Mars, because Ketu is the agent of Mars. So why? Because Ketu is sitting in third from the moon in his communication house. And Ketu also sitting in Cancer. So he is not very emotional. He is very cold-hearted because Ketu detach you from where it sits. So he is not Cancer sign. The Lord of Cancer sign is Moon. Moon is all about your emotional well-being. So Ketu in Cancer, it gives you like very mysterious emotional thought process. The way he thinks, not think, but the way he feel is very different from like other people. And Rahu in Capricorn, he's very business oriented. Okay, and that's why under his like regime, Russia became like economic powerhouse again. Imagine the country was like destroyed into pieces only like 30 years ago, or maybe like 35 years ago, and again it stood on its feet, and now it's becoming a powerhouse again. Okay, so Moon, if you see Scorpio sign in the 7th house from the moon, Scorpio sign is the 8th house of like 8th house energy. And wherever you see Scorpio sign in your birth chart, all it means major transformations and sudden transformations. Okay, so what happened? He got divorced. Sudden transformation. He was married and then all of a sudden he's single. All right. Mars in 8th house from the moon. This clearly show, if you just go to like any birth chart data bank or like websites, and just search for cult leaders or dictators and see their Mars position. 500% their Mars would be in 8th house. Okay, this is a clearly sign of dictatorship. Whenever you see Mars in the birth chart, this person is going to become like a dictator. It depends on the scale. This person, let's say if your brother has this combination, Mars in the 8th house, means he can become a dictator of his like family or his workplace. So you need to see a lot of like other different things, but Mars in 8th house makes you a very authoritative person. And plus he has this combination Sun Saturn, clear cut sign that this person is going to become president at once in his lifetime, and then he's going to become a dictator, not a politician, dictator. 8th house from the moon. Right now, he's under Mercury Mahadasha. Just remember, Mercury is in the 6th house from the moon. Okay, what is sixth house? Sixth house is all about your challenges, court litigations, enemies. Okay, so we're gonna see that. So you can clearly see this is like his Mahadasha. Mahadasha means great period. You can clearly see Jupiter 16 years, Saturn 19 years, Mercury 17 years. So during Jupiter Mahadasha, he became a spy and plus KGB organization member during this period. And during Sun and Saturn combination, when this combination got activated, 42 years, Saturn, okay, 1995 was the year that he came into power. I know a lot of people gonna think, he came into power in 2000, but things started, in 1995 when he entered his Saturn Mahadasha. And Saturn, Sun Saturn is like fifth from the moon, means it was by luck he became prime minister first, and then he forced his president of that time to resign. That's what I believe, if I remember it correctly. But you can clearly see astrology is very accurate science. You only need like a lot of study about it. You need to get education about it, and you need to understand different things. But once you understand astrology, you can predict anything and everything. As soon as he entered, it's not a coincidence that like a lot of people probably they don't even believe astrology, but this is not a coincidence that as soon as he entered Saturn Mahadasha, he came into power, he came into big picture. And he ended this Mahadasha in 2014. Okay, he had a great run from 1995 to 2014. 19 years, that's a really long time. So, and then he entered Mercury Mahadasha from 2014 to 2031. And you guys remember that Mercury is sitting in his sixth house from the moon. Okay, and let me see. So right now he's under Mercury Moon Mahadasha. Okay, Mercury Moon Mahadasha. And we're gonna see his Nakshatras as well, how Nakshatras are like doing everything behind the scenes. The dangerous times are coming because Mercury in the sixth house means he's getting into a lot of litigations. Sixth house is all about litigations, and USA and President Biden slammed him with a lot of sanctions. Sanctions is like another way to say like legal process. They are going through legal process to put pressure on him to end this war. Okay, and then from 19 November 2022, from November he's going to become more aggressive because he's going to enter Mars, Antardasha, sub period of Mars. So he's going to fight back. He's already fighting back, but then things gonna get messier. I'm gonna explain this in my next video when I make a video about transits, when all the planets are gonna come under Aries zodiac sign, and then what's gonna happen. Okay, wait for that video as well. So let's talk about a little bit about his nakshatras. So you can clearly see Mula. Just remember that. Mula nakshatra, as I already told you, he's going to enter from in November of this year in Mula nakshatra. Mula, the deity of Mula nakshatra is Niriti. Okay, and literally it means destruction. So it's going to cause a lot of destruction. And Brahani nakshatra is very important as well. Anytime you see Brahani nakshatra and any planet sitting in Brahani nakshatra, this cause a lot of accidents. This cause a lot of like war-like situation, fights, and casualties during the fights. That is Brahani, because Brahani comes under Aries, and you already know Aries Lord is Mars. Mars is young soldier energy. Young soldier means he act first and then think about it. Or sometimes he doesn't even think about it. He just like wants to go out and like fulfill his goals. So I mean, as soon as he entered Mula nakshatra, is gonna cause a lot of destruction. Remember my words. Okay, so now we are gonna talk about President Biden birth chart. Okay, so here we have President Biden birth chart from Moon Lagna. Okay, as I already told you, I did not have the actual birth timing of both of these leaders, so I'm using Moon as their ascendant. So Sun and Saturn, I told you that President Biden has this combination as well, but you guys don't see on the screen where it is. So it is right here. Sun and Saturn looking at each other. Okay. And President Obama has this combination as well. His Sun and Saturn are looking at each other as well from the 7th aspect of both of these planets. So if your Sun and Saturn are sitting together, or they are aspecting each other from the 7th aspect, this is a really strong aspect. It means, like authority. Okay. And if you guys, watch my YouTube videos, a lot of people call me, like Rahu Ketu Dispositor Mahayoga channel, because I make a lot of videos about that combination. Even President Biden has this combination as well, because Sun is in Taurus. Saturn and Sun. Now look where Rahu is sitting, Leo sign, and Ketu is sitting in Saturn sign. And Sun and Saturn are looking at each other. So this is making this Rahu Ketu Dispositors Mahayoga. And this is activating the birth chart. I mean, President Biden stayed in the politics like for almost 44 years. He became the youngest senator at the age of 30 or 32, something like that. And he's been in the Senate for almost 44 years. And eventually he became the president. First vice president and then president. And I mean, that's something. Even people call him like Sleepy Joe, and he has Alzheimer and whatnot. And right now, like USA position in all of this mess is very weak. People are looking at USA as a weak opponent. But what I believe that President Biden, just because of this yoga, this yoga actually helped him to sail through this mess. Okay, President Biden is under Saturn Mahadasha. Saturn Mahadasha. And his Saturn is second from the moon. Okay, which is not a bad position for Saturn. But President Putin is under 6th house Mahadasha, which is, sixth from the moon, Mercury. So what do you think? What's going to happen? Who is under more pressure? You can clearly see, like President Putin is under more pressure because he is getting all these sanctions and all the pressure from the world. But, like he has Mula Nakshatra, he has Bhrani Nakshatra. So if you put Mula Nakshatra under pressure, it's just going to cause more pain. It's going to cause more destruction. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about Ukrainian war and how to tackle this situation. What's the best way to tackle this situation later in the video. But let's just see his Mahadasha and also Nakshatras. Alright, so if you see, President Biden has Bhrani Nakshatra as well. Aries. Moon means he wants actually this war. He's all about action. He's action oriented. Bhrani means, Aries means action, and they want action. This person wants action. I don't know what's stopping him, but he's going to take actions, and he's going to start sending troops. That's what I believe. I'm not really sure, but that's what I believe. He's going to start sending troops. And look, Mercury in Vishakha as well. These people are very, they set one goal in their life and they try to achieve that goal throughout their life. Vishakha means branch. And branch, this is very, goal-oriented nakshatra. That's what I'm trying to say. So if he has set his goal to help Ukraine, there's nothing can stop him. He's going to use all his power to stop this war, to stop this madness. Okay? And you can see this. During Saturn Mahadasha, he became a president. Okay? He stayed in the power, for the longest period of time. So, like during that period of Saturn, he became the president of the country. Right now, he's under Saturn Mercury Mahadasha. So Mercury means negotiations, communication. That's why he's trying to communicate. Okay, but up to August. Then he's going to enter Saturn Ketu Mahadasha. Ketu, as I already told you, detach you. So, let's just see. I mean, Ketu in this period is going to cause him some health issues. 11th from the moon, Ketu is going to cause him some health issues during that period of time. But up to August of this year, he's going to try his best to negotiate with the President Putin. And that's the best way to tackle this situation, because the more he's going to put pressure on President Putin, the more President Putin is going to cause destruction. So he's going to be known for his leadership skills, President Biden. But tough times are coming for him. Ketu. And 7th house, 7th from moon. He's gonna be in a very isolated place. Health issues for sure, but in a very isolated place. Maybe a lot of countries join President Putin instead of President Biden. But he's going to be very lonely. And at the end, I don't support any wars, and President Biden is doing his best to come up with some type of middle way to handle the situation well. Okay? And that's the best way to deal with this. As I already told you, President Putin is not going to stop. Because as soon as he is going to enter Mars Mahadasha, he's going to become more aggressive. Then he's going to show, he's the real dictator. Okay? So that's about, it about this video. And next video I'm gonna make, I promise to make video about Andrew Carnegie, the billionaire, the first billionaire of the USA, self-made billionaire, and President Clinton. But I will make a video about transits as well and the world after 2024. A lot of things going to happen and going to change. You will see. All right. Stay blessed and subscribe, share with your families and friends. And again, if you're interested in the free consultations, you can find the information in the description box. All right. Thank you and take care.